Myself, Dr. T.V. Bharat, currently working as professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, IITGuwahati. The COVID-19 pandemic generated a huge amount of biomedical waste, which contains a large amount of viral load. And most of the countries do not have protocols to manage such a huge waste. We do have landfills where we manage our solid waste or the municipal solid waste routinely, where generally you have a clay liner which contains the bentonite in the form of granules. So, essentially when the leachate is generated from these landfill waste, the leachate interacts with the bentonite in the granulated form, which disintegrates the individual grains into individual particles and closes these macropores, which we call sealing. However, the self-sealing ability of the bentonite granules is lost and it becomes ineffective when high ionic strength salts are present in the leachate. This is what is current research is telling. So, when during the pandemic the COVID waste is treated similar to the municipal solid waste and which is disposed of in the landfills. The question is whether COVID waste can be retained within the landfills in such scenario where the granulated bentonite is ineffective to seal itself. The granulated bentonite actually might allow the COVID waste to enter into the environment, which can be a very risky factor, which can be risk to the human health. So, our research shows that the bentonite in the form of powder and also the kaolin, which contains the kaolinate mineral, these are the natural clays exist in the nature, can bind the virus strongly and adhere and becomes make the virus ineffective or make the virus inactive. We have studied the interaction of bentonite and kaolin clays, these are the natural clays, with virus. Here we are supposed to use COVID virus, but we used a surrogate virus called Newcastle disease virus, because these two viruses have structural similarities. They have spike protein, and also there are recent studies where they used NDV, the Newcastle disease virus, as a vaccine for coronavirus. We are excited to show our results where the bentonite and kaolin completely attenuates or completely binds the virus and retains it for very long, and it makes the virus ineffective.
Hello, I am Himanshu Yadav. I am working in geotech and virological lab. So here we are working on the compacted clay liners for the biological waste disposal. So for that particular work, we are using this particular setup, diffusion setup. So here in source reservoir we have a virus sample. And here we are not having any virus sample. This is distilled water. So then we will be having a concentration gradient for the virus across this particular sample. So virus sample will travel through this compacted clay liner, and the affinity of the clay towards the virus particle will make it adsorb on the clay surfaces. That will lead to the attenuation of the viral pathogens in this compacted clay liner.
So therefore, we came up with protocols to handle the biomedical waste or the viral pathogens in pandemics or epidemics. So the first protocol is that the waste can be contained in compacted clays, kaolin or bentonite, in small containers, and it is good to dispose of into the routine municipal solid waste landfills. Or there should be exclusive biomedical waste facilities where you need to have powder bentonite in compacted state, not the granulated form. This could have several future applications, like using bentonite and kaolin clay slurries as sanitizers, and many other applications can we think of.